YouTube channel. Oh, we've got it. There it is. So let's go ahead and power up all of our social stream windows. There's number 1. It's working, apparently. There's number 2, working, apparently. And we'll go to number 3. Okay, everything seems to be working. So let's do a test 1. Oh, I always forget to click that one button. All right, let's try that again. Now that that thing is actually there. Test 1. Let's check that. Okay, so we've got the wrong window. That's easy to fix, fortunately. That's really easy to fix. I just have to go here, and I have to... Oh, no, there it is. It is there. Okay, perfect. I don't have to change anything. Sweet. Let's go with test 2. And we have verified test 2 is good. And finally, let's go with test 3. That is not how you spell test. There we go. And test 3 is showing up. So it looks like we are all set on the social streams. So we will go ahead and post to Instagram. Bang. That's done. And let's go here. And we will go through our normal enter key presses. I don't know what else to call it. Yeah. Okay. And there, and that's it. We can close Discord. All right, this is good, so I can close this. And we just have to wait now for Instagram to finish posting. I've already posted everywhere else. Move my keyboard. Let's move this. And we'll move my mouse out of the way. Let's get the iPad in place. There we are. Very good. Just waiting, just waiting. You know what? Oh, perfect. Wait, did it work? That was weird. I don't know what Instagram just did. Did something strange. Did it post or not? Did that just post? How do I know when it posted? 20 seconds ago. Okay, we're good. Closing browser. Don't need it. Thank you. We are good. So let us go ahead and roll the opening. And I amazingly have already checked to make sure that my, what's the word for it? Oh man, I can't think of anything. I already checked everything out. Where's the symbols? Oh, I see what it did. So, is that centered? Yeah, no, it's okay. We're good. Hold on. I just have to, why is that grouping that? Oh, I know why. Okay, let's group these and we'll call this group symbols. So this is a drawing. I think I talked about this on the last stream, but I hadn't actually done it yet. So this is, I mentioned that I have a shirt that I really like that is basically a kind of like a sorcery shirt where it's like a hand, one hand with some symbols and stuff around it. And I like the concept of it, but I never quite liked the way it was done. So I'm doing my own version of that. Now I want to be very specific about something because you probably saw, whoops, like these symbols. So I looked these up. So none of these symbols, even though in particular this one, people might think that that's like a devil worship symbol, but it in fact is not. None of these symbols, not that I believe in any of this stuff, so I'll just say that up front. I don't believe in any whatever, sorcery, any occult stuff, whatever. But I like the symbols. I think the symbols are really neat. But these are all either neutral or positive symbols. So they're either like, like yin and yang. Yin and yang is like the balance of the universe. This is the wheel of the year, that type of thing. So these are all neutral or positive. I don't want anybody thinking this is like a devil image or anything like that. It is not. It's just symbolism, but there's no hexing or negative curses or anything in this stuff. Nothing like that. Just so everybody's clear. I don't want there to be any confusion on that. But the symbols are done because I basically just went and found some because I wanted them to make sure that they were done correctly. Because I know with symbolism, if you get one little thing wrong, it can change the meaning. So I made sure I got the right one. So those are done. I don't have to worry about those. And the triangles are already done. So that's the triangles there. I don't have to do anything with that. Those were all done with shapes in Photoshop. So now the parts I'm going to be doing are the actual parts where I have to draw something. So, okay. Let's see here. That's left hand. That's right hand. The lightning bolts, which I think are all shown. Yeah. The only trick with the lightning bolts is I really should have done them. Well, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and start doing our line work here. So let's do this. Let's get ourselves a brush that we like the size of. Ooh, that's perfect for that. And, oh, there's one trick to this. You know what? No, there isn't. I am not going to overthink this at all. I'm going to make this nice and simple and easy. So let's start with our first lightning bolt right here. And we'll just go ahead, and we're just going to go ahead and do this by hand. I'm not even going to worry about this too much, and you'll see why eventually. And this is going to be, I think I mentioned this in the last stream, this is going to be what I don't know if there's an actual term for it, but I call it a negative image, meaning that everything that is black will in fact be white, and everything that is white will be black. So it will be inverted when I'm done. But I'm used to drawing in kind of normal black and white, so I'm just going to stick with that in terms of the drawing, and then I'll just invert it when I'm ready to actually do the final image. So it'll be very easy in that way. So yeah, that's the plan. So this will be what I'm calling a negative or an inverted image. I don't know, whatever we want to call it. I don't know that there is an actual term for it, but that's what I'm calling it. So that's not going to fly. We'll go ahead and get rid of that right away. I just have to be really careful. I'm going to make one lightning bolt, and then I will use that as the basis for everything else. Nope. So let's go ahead and do this. It's a lot easier to connect a short line than a big line, or a longer line, I should say. So see, that's a lot easier to zoom in and make sure I get right. So now that I have that one lightning bolt, what I'm going to do is, let's see, the image is actually like this. So let's go ahead and take that lightning bolt. We'll duplicate it, and we're going to move it down here. And I believe it's exactly, yes. Wait, is it exactly the same? Hold on, let's see. No, I think it's this. No, it's probably flipped. And then maybe that. Yep, there it is. Got it. Oh, no. Don't do that. Just get it into place. Yes. Perfect. So now I have the two lightning bolts. Just in case I need one, I'm going to make an extra lightning bolt and turn it off. Actually, I shouldn't make it that one. I should make it the original. Turn that off. Now I'm going to go ahead and merge these two. Now I have both lightning bolts, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate both bolts. And let me see. I don't think it was 45. I think it was 22.5 if I remember. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was 22.5. Let's do 22.5. Yep, that looks right. I mean, I don't know why it's just slightly off, which is strange. So what is it actually? Okay, hold on. Let's go this way. Just curious. Interesting. It was 70 degrees? Okay. I can do 70 degrees. I must have had oh, negative. Okay, how about 140? I don't know. Sometimes I have to admit, Procreate's way of rotating things, there it is odd. I don't really get it. I'm sure there is a method to it. See how it lines perfectly up? You just have to hit the number correctly. But I don't know why that number was like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's going to get done. That's all that does matter, is that it gets where it needs to go. So if that was 140, then I would think I do want to do one at 70. Let's see. Okay, how about negative 70? See what I mean? It's strange how it works. Let's see what this does. Okay, so what I need is 110. All right, I want to make it clean. 110. Now see that? Why did it do, when I just did 110, why did it not do it right? Bizarre, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's so odd, because if I do it like this, look, rotation, it's going to be 110. So you know what? That's fine. I'll do it by hand. Okay, there we go. That's 110. But, hey, I'm not going to worry about it as long as it gets where it needs to go. Don't sweat it as long as it gets there. And this will probably be 150. Yeah. But I bet you if I typed 150, it wouldn't work. Wait, did I get it at 150 even? I want these to be even. Okay, there we go. Yep. And then we'll do one more. And we'll rotate that to... Oh, wait. Oh, I must have reversed these. Okay, so does it have to go that way? No, that's interesting. So that one is like this, maybe? Let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay, hold on. I gotta be, oh. Ah! Okay. That's it. It is at the 30 mark. There we go. Lightning bolts are done. That's the nice part about this. Is going to go quick because except for the eye, I really got to figure the eye part out, but I'll get to that. Everything else on this should go relatively quickly because I'm going to keep these shapes really simple. The only other thing is I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for those outside circles. I haven't worked that out yet. And there may be kind of runic letters that go in the... Oh, you can't see that. In the space in between. I haven't figured that out yet either. Or I might just do a geometric pattern. So some options there. We'll get to that. What I'm trying to focus on tonight is just getting the actual some black stuff in. And what I'll show you what I'm talking about as far as the inverted image. So just as an example, if I turn the whole background black, right? And now I invert this, see how the lightning bolts are white? The whole image is going to be white on black. I really like the concept of doing white on black. I just don't do it very often. And I really like I want to do it for this one. Now you might say, why not just draw with the white ink or the white pen instead of inverting it? And I could, but I'm just used to working like this. So I'm just going to work like this because inverting costs nothing. It's so easy. I do want to check the black levels though. Is this actually black? It is. Oh, that's great. I didn't know if it would be. So let's go ahead and take this. We're going to make it a group. We're going to call that group Lightning Bolts. I'll just call it Inked. Who cares? It's just a name. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's Lightning Bolts Inked. Jeez, I can't even speak English today. Right, so I can turn those off. There's my lightning bolts. Symbols. All right, I don't know why. I'm going to move the hands out of that group because I don't think they should be in there. I think they should be in their own group. So, actually, we're going to call this Sketched. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and group these together. And we'll call these... Hi, how you doing? There you go. Hands Sketched. There we are. Okay, I'm going to get a quick drink of water, so bear with me a minute here. Ah, very good, very good. Put that back on the coaster. Still trying to learn the kind of size of this coaster, but I got it. All right, so now, up here, and let's go ahead and start doing our hand line work. So, to make it easier to see, we'll turn off the lightning bolts. And we will, in fact, turn off the circles for now. There we go. And let's turn off the energy waves. Let's turn off the eye. So now we just have the hands to worry about because these are going to be done in probably a couple of different steps. And as far as the hands go... Oh, good. I did do that. Oh, man. I was smarter than I thought I was going to be. I was prepared to have done something really dumb. Hold on. Dog hair on my screen. Don't know where that came from. Anyway. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this hand going. So we'll try to do this. I am on the right layer, correct? Yes. So we'll try to do this in kind of a nice smooth motion. Not worrying too much about everything being perfect, which is not something I typically say, but it actually looks all right. So we're just going to do nice sweeping lines. We'll try to keep these lines nice and clean. Just because, like I said, I want this to be a little bit, I don't know, I want this to have a particular feeling to it. So we'll just do this. No, we won't. Nope. It's got to have that clean opening or there's no point. If it doesn't have a clean opening, see, it's just, I don't want that little blotch. See, it just keeps doing that. And it's me. I know it's me. It's just how my hand moves. It's not something I worry, you know, it's just how it is, but I want to get it right. Not quite. Nope. Okay, that's good. This, I can just do this. That's fine. This one, I can do this. And see, that'll eliminate that little hook on the end. So not a big deal. All right, now here's a trick. So we're going to bring this in, and we're going to come down, and like this, and like this. Trying to do this all in one shot is not the easiest thing, but it is doable. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to do that. And let's see, what we have to do is lines that will not intersect. Kind of the same thing I do a lot of times. So let's just do this and this and bring it up. And I'm gonna try to follow my lines pretty closely here because I liked how they turned out. I'm not worrying about crossing that line barrier down there because I'm gonna fix that, so that's okay. And okay, we need another layer. And now we'll do this one. But yeah, a lot of my images, I'm like, oh, I don't care if I really follow it perfectly. This one, I really want to follow it pretty closely to how I did it. Because I liked how it came out, and I want to kind of follow that. Unless there's a really specific reason not to. Ooh, like butchering that. You know what, though? I think I can just fix that right there. I don't have to redo everything. I just have to fix that curve was all wrong. All wrong. There we are. So let's just... I missed a little bit. Get that out of there. We can just fix that right like this. And it won't even be... You won't even know. Let's clean that edge up just a bit. And there it is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and fix this here. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. No problem. Let's do that. Too sharp. Just need it to be... Ooh, nice. Well, except for the end. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. And then we need to do this. And let's see. We need to do one here. And see what these... I don't have to worry about the little hook on the end of that because that's going to go away anyway. So that will not be an issue once it's done. All right, now let's check these lines. Yeah. That's what I thought. Let's do one more layer. And on this layer, we're going to go ahead and do that, and that, and that, that. And then we can do these. And I'm going to do it like this so that if I put a hook on the end, it won't matter because you won't see it. Because I know I have that tendency. So if I start outside the border, it's not, you know what? Huh. Sorry, I'm just thinking about something. Nope. You know what? Go with the initial instinct on this one. I think I've got it where I want it. I'm not going to outthink myself. I'm going to keep this one pretty straightforward and simple because I liked it when I saw it. I like it in the sketch form, and I'm going to stick with it for the final form. All right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just curve that a bit. There. Yep, that's good. Now this is a little tricky because I want to come down here, and then I want to do a curve on this that meets up there. And that might be a little, oh no, okay, came out all right. Not bad, not bad. Yep, okay. So let's go ahead and drop that down. This is just so I know what to erase and what not to. And let's see, oh, we can turn the sketch off. Go. Okay, so we need to get rid. Oh no, where's the bold lines? There we go. Need to get rid of that. There we are. And hold on, let's see. Need to get rid of that because that line shouldn't go in there. And that's okay. We need to get rid of that and this. And that might be it for this layer. Yes. So now we can drop this one down. We'll bring this one up. Make sure we're on that right layer. Okay, and we are. Get rid of that. And we get rid of this. And you'll see, I mean, you can figure out what's going on here. There's that black, there it is. Get rid of that. And we will get rid of, uh-oh, I made a mistake. Luckily, I can easily just do that, but that was a mistake. I should not have done that. I put those, that's why you don't put intersecting lines on the same layers. Fortunately for me, it was very easy to fix that and not worry about it, but that was a mistake. I normally am pretty good about that, but I must have missed which layer I was on. Not that you, if you've watched the stream for a while, not that you've ever seen me do that before. No, never. Me? Not know what layer I'm on? Come on. Never happens. Wait a minute, how did I miss that one? Wow, I really missed a couple things, didn't I? What a non-surprise. Okay. That. And we do that. And we do that. And we do this. And this is all just so that I have the hands unified. Like I said, you'll understand when I zoom out, if you haven't already, what I'm doing here, which is just getting all these things within their own boundaries so that when I solidify them all, everything looks proper and you don't see any weird lines that are running into other ones. This is not all that difficult. It just requires paying attention, which I've already blown once in this stream, so not a surprise, as I said, for anybody who's watched for a while. You've seen me do this before. Okay, so there's the hand. And if we look at our original sketch, basically exactly the same. So we can go ahead and we can merge this down and merge this down. And then the only thing we have to do is the accent lines, which are these. Now, this is the thing that's interesting. I think I'm going to use my taper pen for this. I think I will. I think I'll use this, and I'm going to go ahead and create a layer underneath that one. And I'm going to attempt to do this pretty uniformly. It's not going to be the simplest thing because I'm just honestly not that good at it, but I will try to follow. I'm not worried about the white spaces. That's all going to get colored in. I'm just trying to follow the general shadow line here. Actually, and I hate to say this out loud because it's almost jinxing myself, but that went pretty well. That went surprisingly well. I'm genuinely shocked at how well that went. Because normally when I do these, I need a couple of cracks at almost all of them. So, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, there's a ways to go, but pretty good so far. I just heard a car horn, but I don't think it was here. Oh, it's okay, cutie. I think it was just a car horn somewhere else. I don't think they were honking here. Pretty sure. Didn't sound close enough. I doubt the mic even picked it up. Just heard it. But we also live on a busy road and people will honk at each other for absolutely nothing. So it could have been absolutely nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and... Even though I have the lines going that way, I think I want them to actually go like this so that they kind of follow the lines of the hand. Oh man, the wind is kicking up. There is a possibility, I will warn everybody being the one person watching, this stream could crash if our power goes out, which it's pretty windy and that has been typically what has knocked the power out, so I won't be entirely surprised if that happens, but just if the stream crashes this time, I don't think it'll be because of a technical problem. It would probably be because the power goes out. And while the laptop would stay on, the internet will not. So yeah, if I suddenly vanish, that is why. Almost certainly that will be why. So it is a possibility. I didn't really think about it before I started the stream, but just hearing the wind kicking around, branch could come down on a power line really easily. And if that happens, then this stream will abruptly end. Not much I can do about that. Can't do much about nature. When nature decides to kick her heels up, there's not much you can do about it. Kick her heels up. That sounds more like nature's relaxing. So I don't know that I use that metaphor properly. Usually you kick your heels up when you're taking a break. So I guess if nature decides to have a bad night, that's better. There won't be much I can do about it. Kicks her heels up. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But what else is new? Oh, I said something that doesn't make any sense. There's something that if you've watched the stream, you've also never heard before. Oh, you're right. All right. Yeah, those lines are going pretty well. And just so you can see what I'm talking about, what it eventually will look like is... Where is that one? Is that one down here? Where is this one? Where's that? Oh, wow. I forgot. Jeez, I already did that. I didn't even realize. I forgot I did this already. Oops, wrong layer. Sorry. Let's just fill this in. Yeah. I just forgot I even did this one already. I really did. I completely blanked on this already. Didn't realize I'd started over here. Yeah, that's a good sign. Okay. Oh, wow, that's the only one I did on that layer. Okay, so what I was really trying to show off was more of this one. Let's get the thicker pen. I think we can go ahead and erase a little bit more at a time than what I was doing up in that other area. Just blanket these out. Just clean this all up. So we get a nice clean edge. Yeah. Bring this down here. Just clean that up. Clean that up. And let's do the same thing right here. Okay. Do this. Yeah, I can definitely hear the wind. So there is a good possibility of I shouldn't say good possibility, but windy is generally how we've lost power for the most part, at least as long as I've lived here. There's barely any rain happening right now. We have gotten some good rain in the last few days, so that's a plus because we did not get rain for a very long time, so I'm not complaining about that part, but it really isn't usually the rain. When I lived in New York, a lot of times the rain seemed to be what knocked the power out, but here it appears that it's mostly the wind, it feels like. That really does a number on it. All right, so now, did I do that? Oh, I did not. Hold on, let me fix that. Finish that in. Yep, and then we'll go ahead and erase this out. So yeah, now if I bring that in, right? So again, just as an example of what it's going to look like, if we switch the background to black, now you can't see anything, but if we do an invert, and we do an invert, and we do an invert, see, that's how it's going to look. And I think that's going to look neat, because I don't do a lot of stuff that looks like this. So, and the nice part is to get that to reverse, just undo, 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 undo. There we go. So let's finish that out. All right, that is there. Let's bring that sketch back so I can follow it. Okay. And I'm not going to do a lot of shadow work either. I'm going to keep it pretty light, which is also kind of unusual for me. I normally do a lot of little detail lines and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to keep things pretty simple, because I want this to be kind of something a little bit different from what I normally do. And that's going to be a little tricky. So what I'll probably do with that is I will probably do an artificial kind of hard line there. Yeah, something like that. Let's go back to the taper pen. Oh, taper pen, buddy. There you go. And so, because I have to do this, let's go ahead and let's just create this line right now. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and line this up like that. Then I will take my taper pen. Of course, now I have to go to a different layer, because I need to be able to clean it up. And we will just go along here. Just keep going. Just keep going along. I'm trying not to be too perfectionist about this. Just kind of letting it go. Not worrying if the lines aren't all the, I'm going to try to keep them broadly the same. Yeah, see, I can't do that, though. That doesn't look right. But I'm trying to just kind of very evenly go along and not worry too much about it. Because if I do, it'll take forever. And honestly, nobody's going to care. Hey, Fate Waves. How's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? Hey, I saw you put your new, was that a single that you put out? Or was that an album? I know you were posting that. I meant to look. I apologize. I have to go and look at it on Bandcamp. Was that a single or was that an album? Or is it an EP? I get so confused on what the different things are, honestly. I get so mixed up on all this stuff. I know EP is like 4 songs as opposed to an album, which is longer, and then the single is obviously 1 song, but sometimes I've seen singles where it's 2 songs, and I'm like, I'm not a musician, so I don't know how this stuff all is supposed to work. But I saw that you'd posted about it. I just don't know exactly if it's... I don't think it's an album. I could be wrong about that, though. I'll let you correct me. Single. Okay. Out later December. And go ahead and put the name of that single and where people can go listen to it into the chat, because I'm always happy to boost stuff for people. So put the name of it in there so that people can go and... Is the preview on Bandcamp? Can you actually listen to it? I don't know. I know some people put them where you can listen to it, but you can't buy it yet. Or was that just a promo thing where you were saying it will be out? Because I know you said it will be out in December, but I know some places, some artists, this is again, there's so many different ways to do things. I know some artists will put the preview there that you can play it, but you can't buy it yet because it's out in whatever. But I know everybody does things differently. So I try not to... I know there's lots of different ways to do things. It's one of the things I like about Bandcamp, but it can be very confusing because I've seen people post about something and then you go and you look at it and it's not actually there yet. Even though they said, you know, and I know it's just the phrasing, but I know I get mixed up sometimes. Okay, so let's do the lines here. Ah, come on. Come on. I really do like the fact that this thing makes a sound when somebody puts a chat message now and I don't have to just keep looking up all the time because that got really annoying. So I do appreciate the fact that this thing makes a beeping sound, which I don't know, the mic might pick it up, so you might hear it. It's loud enough. I don't have headphones in or anything. So, by the way, the background music is playing, isn't it? Yeah, okay, it shows it's playing. I can't really hear it, so I wanted to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, so the general industry standard is anything over 30 minutes is an album. Extended play can be anything over 2 songs, but less than 7, I think, is the general rule. Okay, yeah. Usually I see it's like 4 or 5. Yeah, well, that's the, you know, and that's okay. I know I always got mixed up by the EP, LP thing. It probably really doesn't matter anymore. I think that was more of a, you know, when things were released on records and cassette. I don't know that any of that stuff really applies anymore. You know, certainly if you look at like Aphex Twin, who just dumps whatever tracks whenever, and it can be an album because it's 4 tracks, or it can just be whatever. I don't think any of that stuff really matters. So it's just confusing to me because I grew up with it, and at one time it did mean something. And I think now it's not as much of a thing as it used to be. So I just kind of still grapple onto that old concept thing. But it really doesn't matter. Like I said, I think some people are still somewhat following those old rules, and then other ones don't care at all. And that's fine. Yeah, the entire concert LP. Yeah, and that's what I figured it was. But it's like everything else. It's people like to have a frame of reference, so I understand why it's stuck around, even though at this point, even the idea of an album is completely different from what it used to be. An album can be whatever you want it to be, which I think is great. I think that gives artists more freedom to do what they want to do, as opposed to worrying about, okay, well, I have to either fill an album or an album doesn't have enough space for me to do what I want. So I think that there is I think it's great that in terms of creation that you don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. That if you want to release an album, quote unquote, that is 8 hours long, you can. Or if you want to release an album that is 20 minutes long and it's 8 songs, or it's 4 songs that are 5 minutes each, hey, whatever, that's an album. You can call it an album. It's your thing. Do whatever you want. So in terms of flexibility for artists, I think it's great. But yes, I still think in this very archaic way, because that's what I grew up with. I kind of missed out on honestly, vinyl now is big again, so everybody's collecting records again, and has been for a while. But when I was growing up, nobody cared about vinyl. That was an old thing. It was all about CDs. My first albums were cassettes. But the idea of LPs being popular, they were not. LPs were absolutely not popular when I was younger. That was seen as something your parents listened to. I follow a very rigid classic release model. A lot of my singles, even though they're digital, are technically 2 songs because I'm presenting them as... Oh, see, I like that. I remember A and B sides. I still have some on CD, like the singles, the CDs that they used to release as singles that had B-sides on them and stuff like that. I still have a bunch of those. No, I like that. I mean, like I said, it's. I don't think there's no such thing as a right or wrong way to do it. I don't think. But I like the idea that you have a way that you've decided to do it and you're sticking with it. I think that's a smart move, is to kind of have your own method of approaching it defined really well, so that if nothing else, you know what you're doing. Because honestly, that's the important thing, is that you're following a model that makes sense for you. Okay, I think that's good. Oh wait, did I clean that edge up? Yes, I did. Okay, so that's... Oh, I didn't... No, that can't possibly be right. Oh yeah, it is. Huh. Yeah, it is. It's just because I'm so zoomed in. All right. Well, the right hand is done. So let's go ahead and bundle these together, because these are all the detail lines. We're going to group that up. We're going to call that right hand inked. There we go. And then this one we will call right hand sketched. And we will go ahead and move that up to there. And we'll make sure that's grouped, and we'll just turn it off. Okay. Now let's do the left hand. We'll need at least 2 layers. At least. And let's go ahead and turn off the sketch layers there. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to need some layers on this one. All right. Let me get a drink of water really quick. Jesus, 36 minutes already? Feels like I just started the stream. Well, you know what? Because I'm chugging along on this thing, so that's good. That is not a bad thing. All right, let's start. Let's do it this way. Let's start with this line. No, don't start there. Don't start there, you moron. Start from the other end. Nope, don't do it like that, though. Start from this end so that you don't care about that edge. That's it. There we go. And just bring that along and bring that out. Perfect. That's the right way to do it. Okay. Okay. Just make these quick lines so that I don't get that stupid little hook on them. Okay, well, I gotta still have it follow. Ah, I still did it. Okay, now I'm all right with that. All right, now this is a tricky... Oh, no, it's not. This is not tricky. Thought it was, and then realized that no, it's not, because I have a natural break right there. Okay, let's do... No, don't do that one. Let's do the ring finger, because again, I can start there. And just flow along here. Do that. Okay, now let's go to the next layer. Layer 57, Heinz 57, around there. And in case that reference is lost to anybody, that's Heinz 57 is ketchup. I think because there's 57 ingredients in it, I think that's where that comes from. Pretty sure. You know what, don't do it that way. Do it from this side. Ooh, this is a tricky one. No, it's not. Thought it was. It really isn't. It's pretty easy. I just have to do that. Okay. And then, yep, middle finger. Ooh, this one. Okay, I gotta get this one right. Oh, wow, I did. Just had to kind of position the pencil just right. Man. Okay, I'm having a rare night where I'm able to follow my lines really well at a mid-range zoom. Okay, hold on. All right, let's go ahead and do this line. See, and I don't have to care about that side because you're not going to see that. All right, another layer. Let's go ahead and get the end of this hand done. There we go. Let's see. Okay, let's do that line. And then we'll start doing the fingernails. Right, there's one. And let's see. Actually, you know what? I should fade that line out so I can see what I'm doing better. Yep. Let's fade both these lines out. Makes it easier to tell what I'm doing so that I get these correct. Okay. There we are. Very nice. Bring that up. Bring that over. Very nice. Bring that up and over and down and around. There we are. Oh, no, come back, come back. Thank you. Bring this up and around and down and rejoin that. And then we have all of our fingernails. Good. Yep, that's fine. Let's do the little finger wrinkles. I don't know what else you call these. Skin folds. Finger wrinkles. Oh boy. Yep. Tell you. There are days. Okay, bring that through there. Let's bring that through there. That way. And okay, so now, since I know what layer I'm on, I'm going to go, oh, let's turn the sketch off. There we go. I know what that is, so I'm going to go ahead and clean these up right now because I'm right here. So lie, wait, we'll do that. And I don't think the rest of these I have to, oh yes I do. I have to clean that right there. I have to clean that right there. Okay, and then this gets cleaned right there. All right, perfect. Now let's bring that one up. Let's go to that layer. Ooh, geez, I don't know about that one. Hold on. Okay, now I do. So that stays there. This goes away. Am I on the wrong layer again? Sure am. There we go. Okay, so that goes away. So that's going through the fingernail, and obviously we don't want that. Okay, we do this, as well as this, because that finger goes behind the other one. Come down here, that's okay, that's okay. All right, now we just do the last one. So we bring that up to max. And then we clean that right there. And we clean that right here. Actually, I should do that. Let me do this. No, not that. Okay. Yeah, just so I have it. Yeah, we're good. I want to make sure I'm well outside of the nail range so that there's no pixel bleed at all. I mean, I really probably wouldn't be noticeable even if there was, but if we can be thorough, why not be thorough? What did I say for this one? Okay, so this needs to go away. There we are. And that might be it. That might... Yeah, this is a pretty simple one. So, okay. Let's max all these out. There's our left hand. Yep, that's it. So now we turn on the... What's the word for it? The... shadow layer. That's it. Okay, and we will go ahead and get our taper brush. We're going to need a... Oh, actually, I can go ahead and merge these down. That line work is fine. Do a new line. Let's get that taper pen. Wow, 43 minutes. Jeez, this is flying. Let me get a drink of water. Let me just take a look at what we have so far. So we've got our lightning bolts done. Symbols and triangles are done. Energy waves. I can probably get the energy waves done. So what do I do? This, and like that, I think, yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's getting there. I mean, the triangles are going to, just so you can see, triangles are going to recede into the background. They will not stay in the foreground like that. So actually, not the two top and bottom triangles, but these. Let's go ahead and do that. I kind of want to see what that looks like. I'm curious. So if we do a mask there, we grab this pen. Let's turn off the... Actually, no, we can leave it on. Let's go ahead. That was extraordinarily stupid what I was doing just then, which was holding a pretty full glass of water as I was doing the masking, which was shaking right over my iPad. That was about the dumbest thing that I could have been doing. If that had spilled on my iPad, you would have heard a shriek, unlike, I think, anything you would have heard before, of a person realizing just how stupid they had been. So I'm very glad I stopped and went, moron, don't do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the big paintbrush. Oh yeah. Let's get that masked out. Yep, because that's how I envision this looking. Is with the triangles behind the hand. That's my idea anyway. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there might be some tweaking of that, but I'm pretty confident that's how I want it. So, I mean, I could do it where it alternated. Let's see. Oh man, really? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, you know, I mean, I've, knock on wood or whatever, I've been very lucky that I've never actually spilled water on a computer. Very lucky. I've come close. I've come close a few times, but I've been very lucky. In fact, the other day, I had a cup that fell. Now, it wouldn't have actually hit my computer, so it would have been fine. But the cup kind of slid off the coaster I had it on, and luckily, it didn't slide enough for it to spill. But I had this one moment of panic where I went, oh no, and then I realized there was nothing next to it, so it was okay. But still, I just went, phew. So I'm pretty careful about how the irony is the coaster, I think I got to figure out how to like rubberize, put like a thin rubber coat of something on it just to keep it, because it's very slick. I found these on Etsy. Somebody does like computer, I don't know, they're like chip circuit boards as coasters. They're really neat looking, but the problem is they're extraordinarily slippery on the surface where the cup sits and on the bottom. So I've actually put rubber feet on the bottom of it. But I'm just like, yeah, maybe I got to find some kind of like thin veneer of like a rubber cement or something that'll be really clear that I can put a thin coat of on it, just to make sure that a cup couldn't easily fall off it. Because I went, oh boy, that was scary. Yeah, it was a tense few minutes when that happened. Like I said, I was very lucky because there was just nothing near it that could have really been damaged by it. But still, I just went, ooh, that was a little close. A little closer than I'd be comfortable with. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay. It can happen quick. You know, it can happen really quick. The closest I've come to doing something like that was not actually water. I fried a circuit board when I was building a computer because I didn't ground my hands. So I didn't have one of those wrist straps on. And I don't know what I did, but somehow I had static. And I went to touch something inside and I heard a pop and I felt it on the motherboard. And sure enough, that board was dead. Which meant I never made that mistake again. But I remember that pop, and my hand went numb for a second, just from the, it's just a jolt. It wasn't electrocuted or anything, but you get that kind of quick static thing. And yeah, killed the motherboard. That was it. She was toast. Sadly, that's how it goes sometimes. But it taught me a valuable lesson. Touch metal before you touch anything else, just to be on the safe side. If you're building a computer, it's not theoretical. You can fry a motherboard without even not even thinking about it. I was going to say not realizing it. Oh, you'll realize it. You're going to realize it really quick because you'll hear that pop, and then you'll notice that if you try to even boot it with anything, you'll hear those BIOS sounds. You'll know. So you don't necessarily have to wear a wrist strap. It's not You know, I don't think that's necessary, but absolutely touch the frame of your computer. Touch the case frame. Touch something metal. Make sure you've discharged whatever you got, because it sucks to fry a motherboard. Especially because the way I built computers, it was always one of the last things I got. And so to be ready to actually put a computer together and then be like, oh yeah, I just killed one of the central components to making the thing work. Yay me. That does make you feel pretty dumb. But like I said, it can happen really fast. Oh boy, I remember that so clearly. That was a Asus motherboard. I remember that. I mean, I can still hear that pop so clearly in my head. The pop when that thing went. I was just like, oh no. And sure enough, it would not post. Just made these. I think it was like 3 beeps. I believe was the code for you screwed it. That's not what the manual said. That's just what I knew to be true. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't tell anybody, oh, you have to wear the wrist straps. But you probably do want to just make sure you touch something metallic to ground yourself. Because that can and does happen. Okay, yeah, see, that's... Yeah, I like the triangles being behind the hands. I suppose I could alternate them being in front, but I don't think I want to. I think I want them behind the hands like that. I think that's where I want them. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. And then I have to do the circles too. Let's go ahead and do one of the, probably the inner circle. Yeah, let's do the inner circle. We're going to do that with a slightly thicker brush, I think. Yeah, let's do that with a thicker one. What am I on here? 10? Let's go to 15 maybe. Yeah, let's do 15 on that one. So let's trace this. All right, nice and easy. And I don't have to worry about this being perfect, because the nice part... Oh, you know what I should do, though? I do want to start it right off of the screen, because that way... Somehow with the circles, there's always this little thick bit to it. So if... Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Also helps to trace the correct line, because I was basically crossing 2 different circles there. So, you know. But yeah, somehow there's always this thick bit to them where they join up, and you can kind of tell, wow, that is quite a circle I just made there. Thank you, Procreate, for fixing that very bad circle I made. Yeah, there we go. Yep, so we got that. And then let's do our medium circle. Same size. I don't know that all 3 of these circles are actually going to stay, but, oh, you know what? Again, start it from inside the hand. Since I know I'm going to be covering that anyway. And that way, if there is a thick bit to it, it'll be in there. So I'm not going to care so much. Yeah, I don't necessarily know that the circles are going to stay in. I don't know yet. We'll see. But, you know, put them there. Doesn't hurt. They can always go away if they need to. Not a problem at all. Where's the middle? Oh, that's it. Okay. And then we need the one more for the outer circle. Do that. And let's go ahead and trace that from behind that triangle. Again, because then if there is a kind of joined thick blot or whatever, you won't even see it. I don't always have that luxury in the stuff that I do, but this time I do, so why not take advantage? Because I can do it. Where's the actual center? Hello, where's the center? Where's true center? I don't know why it sometimes gets like this on me. There it is. Okay, that's true center, I think. Well, it's close enough. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's mask this stuff off too. Just because I like to see it. So we'll go ahead and mask this. And we'll do it over here. Oh, sorry. Over there. Over there. And in here, we don't want it in the symbols. We want it to be behind the symbols, more or less. And I can now see that the symbols have to get, as I kind of knew they would have to, I have to basically push the brightness all the way down on these for some reason. I don't know why the brightness on these never stays correct. Well, I have a hunch I do. I think it's because in the actual... Because these were originally Illustrator vector files. And I think in the original vector files, they're not true black. They're like a very, very deep gray. So that's probably why they're like that, which is fine. So I do kind of understand it. All right, am I still on the mask? No. Close the symbols. Let's go to the mask. Yeah, see, I was going to say, you can probably see a little of it. Even though I was trying to make that fit, I knew that was never going to be perfect. I knew that was a dream, but, you know, hey, it's close enough. It's not that big a deal. That's a tricky one, but I'm going to go ahead and do this. That one is very much a judgment call as far as where that line disappears. But what I'll probably end up doing is stroking that out anyway, and so it won't matter. It will be a non-issue, I believe. So let's grab this. Let's turn off the hand sketches, just so I get a clean, and in fact, let's turn off the circles as well, because I really don't need those now that it's there. Just let's get this cleaned. I gotta figure out what the lightning bolts, well, that's gonna be for another time, I can already tell. We're not gonna get to that in this stream, but that's okay. We're gonna get a good look at it. Basically, I'm going to finish the masking out these circles, and then I think I'll call it a stream at that point, because I'll be right about at the hour mark, but made a lot of progress, which I'm happy about. So that is a positive, because it's getting there. I mean, it's pretty much, you can see where it's going to be, and it's looking good to me. Let's just do that so I can see. I can really see where that was, and let's do that. Are, but you'll be able to see it. I mean, this one is going to be detail light intentionally. I want these to be just nice strong lines and not worrying much about anything else with it. Yep. And okay, let's get that masked out and that masked out. All right, there we are. So let's bring this back up. And then we'll go to this circle. We'll give this circle a mask as well. Drop that opacity down. It should be pretty easy because it's really just going to be the hand and the inside of that triangle. And let's go here. And we'll do that. I just saw that. I'll fix that in a second. Nah, I got to fix that. Okay, that comes around. And then the only other place is here. I think that's it for that. Oh, right there. Let's clean that. Well, no, come on. Oh, and I just realized that line needs to be fixed. All right, so we're going to be fixing a couple things here. So let's go to... is it this hand? Yes, it is. All right, let's go to the small pen. Let's just clean that. We're going to round that edge off. We're going to go ahead and give me the pen. And we'll fix that. Shave that a little bit. There we are. That's fixed. And then the only other thing I got to do is I think in here, I did see something was missing. Where was that? It was right near the edge of something. I saw it. Didn't I? Yep, there it is. Do that. There we go. That was all. Very simple. Okay, so we close the hand back up. Let's go back to our mask here. Switch back to this. And we will do this. Am I not on the mask here? Wait a minute. What am I on? Oh, yeah, I'm on the wrong one. That one. That's the mask I missed. There we go. Okay, let's clean that. I mean, yeah, like I said, I got to figure out the lightning bolts. I think the lightning bolts are going to go over the hands, though. I'm pretty sure about that. So that should be a pretty easy one, too. But like I said, we're not going to worry about that tonight. We're just going to finish out masking the circles off. go ahead and punch that back up. And let's do the inner circle. Do a mask there. Let's move that opacity down. Let's get our regular brush. Let's mask this. There we are. And let's mask this. There we are. Do not want it inside the triangles. If I change my mind, that's why I'm using masks with this, because some of this geometry I might change my mind on. I just want to, but I want to get it masked off for now, and then I can figure out the detail stuff on it later. But I am really happy with where this is so far, because I want this to be, like I said, simple lines. Simple lines. You know, just a little bit something different from what I normally do. I usually do a lot of detail-heavy work. I don't want to do that in this case. I want to keep things simple. Yeah. See? Oh, let me punch that. See, that's already really close to where I want it to be. But I like where this is going. I really do. I really do. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to get there. This is going to get there. Sweet, that's great. I am really... You know what? I can do this really quick. Is that the outer circle? This is the outer circle. Let me get this mask, and let me get the thin brush, and let me just see something here. Let me just try something really quick. Yeah, see? That's how we'll do it. Just like that. Ah, but it should round it. It should round it. So if I straighten that... It's a tough call. Tough call with this one. See if that looks all right. Nah, it doesn't look right. See, rounding this is going to be tricky. So you have to just keep rounding it until it runs into that. So something like... Actually, okay, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look awful. I can live with that. And then like that. Except lower. And then just do that. And then round this. Round that. So like that. A little more. Ooh, no, not like that though. Just has to round at the end. There we go. That's it. Okay. Ah, nope, now it's too thick. I just have to shave just a hair off that. Yeah, like that. That looks correct. Okay. Yeah. See, the other ones have black borders. That one doesn't. So, that one is a bit of an exception. That's okay, though. That'll be all right. All right, I'm going to leave this alone now. I've got it in a good spot, which is exactly where you have to stop and not look at it for a bit. So that is what I'm going to do. But I am very pleased with where it is. I mean, in the broad strokes, it's where it needs to be, and that's great. So very, very, very happy with where that is. And on that note, I don't know, because this is a holiday week here in the United States, I don't know if I'll be doing another stream this week. I might not. So if you are in the U.S., have a very nice Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Hopefully you at least get it off from work. If you don't even celebrate it, you still get to have a day off. So enjoy your holiday, turkey day, whatever day you want to call it. And yeah, that's it. But this is in a good spot. So thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Or if you're watching this later, hey, thanks for watching this later. I am appreciative of whenever people stop by, whether it's live on the stream or coming to my later. It really doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I appreciate it either way. So hopefully you all are doing well whenever you're seeing this and however you're seeing this. And yeah, thanks for hanging out for a bit. And go and watch. You know what? I'm going to fix that QR code. Is bugging me because it's not equidistant from things. So it's going to bug me until I fix that. Hold on. I've got to. Oh, apparently I can't fix it. Interesting. Okay, whatever. I'm going to leave it alone then. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, thank you for being here and hanging out. Go find somebody else who's doing something creative and go hang out with them for a bit. And if there's a creator that you really like, go check out Faint Waves Music. I'll give a little promo there. because Faint Waves is a nice guy, and he's been a fan of the show and a supporter for a while. So go and listen to his music and follow him. Anybody that you like that's a creator, support those people in some way. If it's somebody on YouTube, subscribe to their channel, follow them. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about other people, because I know there's a lot of people who, I've said this before, it's a tough go right now for anybody who's trying to make a living doing content creation. It is not easy, and it's not getting easier. So yeah, go find, oh, you're welcome, Faint Waves, no problem at all. Like I said, I really want people who are trying to make a go of it being creative to be successful, because it's not easy. So if there's somebody that you enjoy their stuff, then support them. Whatever it is and however you can. That doesn't mean it has to be money. If it's just leaving a comment saying, thank you very much for doing this, I really like your stuff, that goes a long way too. It doesn't always have to be monetary. People think when they hear support somebody that it has to be money. Not everybody has the money to be able to do that. That's fine. Promote those people. If you're on some type of social media platform, boost their work. Let other people know about it, so that people who do have the extra money or find them and want to support them. It doesn't mean that you have to do it, because I think people just make that automatic association, and not everybody has the extra money. That's perfectly fine. Send those people a note. Repost something they're doing. Just support them in whatever way you can, because it does mean a lot. It's going to mean a lot more to them than you think it will. I'll put it like that. So anyway, thanks for being here. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week if I don't do another stream. So like I said, if you celebrate Thanksgiving or some other holiday this week, there's probably other holidays all over the world for this week. I just assume it's only Thanksgiving, but that's an American thing. So if there's another holiday that you're celebrating, enjoy that. And on that note, thanks for being here. And until the next stream, take care.